Good morning, everyone. I hope your guys' morning is off to a wonderful, fantastic start. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Carrington. Not your first time here, then hi, welcome back. If you enjoy all things makeup, talking about palettes, testing new makeup, testing older makeup, shop my stashes, project pans, anything and everything makeup, then definitely hit that subscribe button, click the little bell so you're notified of all my future uploads, and let's just dive on into a really exciting video. In today's video, it is a collaboration. I am collabing with quite a few people to do the palette tag 2 that was started here on YouTube by Ali Glines and Samantha March. I will link those two creators' YouTube channels down below. I will also link, there's going to be like a playlist that will have everybody's videos in there, so make sure you guys go and check those out. That is going to be one thing that you have to do in order to qualify for a giveaway. What? Yes, we are doing a giveaway. Everybody is going to be giving away something different. I will be giving away some Lunar Beauty palettes. So I had done a some mystery boxes, and I got a Lunar Eclipse palette and the Moonspell 2 palette. So those, since we're doing a palette tag, I figured I would throw those in a giveaway so you have the chance to be able to win those two palettes. I love Lunar Beauty. They are some of my all-time favorite formulas. I already own like two of those exact same palettes, so I don't need three. So I felt like this would be a perfect video to give those away. So if you guys are excited to see how I'm going to answer the palette number 2 tag questions, then definitely keep on watching. Don't worry, I will sprinkle in the rules of the giveaway somewhere in this video, so that way I know that you guys have watched. So let's go ahead and let's kick it off. The very first question is all-time favorite. Now, I didn't cheat on any of the other ones, but I did cheat on this one because I didn't necessarily know if my answer that I would have picked technically counts. And you're probably like, I have no idea what you're talking about. It's a palette, Carrington. But, so here's the thing. If my all-time favorite is like these little magnetic palettes that I can put my Give Me Glow singles in. So I don't know if like the palette tag only allows you to do like curated palettes that have already been made, or if you can do palettes that just contain singles. I don't know. But my all-time favorite would be these little Give Me Glow singles. Listen, this is like just like one container. I have one that holds 63 of these things. I have three of those filled with Give Me Glow shades. And then I just kind of take the ones that I want and like put them in the smaller ones and then switch them out whenever I want. I love these. The quality is fantastic. The amount of shades that you can choose from. There's like some beautiful like duochromes in here. This one's a I mean, look at that. That is so beautiful. The mattes are also just like very like soft and pigmented. I literally love diving into my Give Me Glow singles. I dive into them at least once a week, or at least I try to, just because I love them so much. So this would definitely have to be like my all-time favorite, top of the top palette, I guess. It's more like a curated palette. I will say though, if I can't like use, Give Me Glow singles, it needs to be like an actually already curated palette, then my top one would, as I drop stuff, would probably have to be the Nomad Haunted Europe palette. I just discovered this last year, but it has quickly climbed to like favorite status. The shimmers and the mattes are both very pigmented. They are very, very buttery and soft. The mattes are very pigmented. They are blendable, buildable, work well together, doesn't look muddy. I love like the imprints on the pans. It's like very spooky, like, like a spooky castle and gravestones and a forest and spider webs, bats, things like that. I love the artwork. I love how like it on the actual packaging, like it tells a story about like haunted Europe, things like that. It's just, this is overall so good. You have like such a wide variety of like different ways you could go. You've got some like more oranges, you've got some like neutrals, you've got some purples, you've got some like blues, bluish type tones, and some greens. Like there's just a lot that you can do with this palette. And again, the quality is just so good. Like this is the first time I'd ever tried Nomad, and since then I have bought so many Nomad things because it's just such good quality. Next question is going to be new favorite. This I instantly have to give to, and this is like super new, but it's the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Surge palette. I just reviewed this on camera, but I would say like I started using it last month to create some looks. This palette is absolutely beautiful. Pigmentation is there. Blendability is there. The amount of looks you can create with this. You can go via rose. You can go via columns. You can just mix and match all you want. The shimmers are they are so incredible. They are so soft and just, I mean, look at those incredible pigmentation. The mattes are also, hold on, it's kind of hard to like swatch with your thumb, are also just like very pigmented, very beautiful. You've got some very light like pastels, you've got neons, you've got like dark grungy tones. There's just so much you can do with this palette, and the quality is top tier. This instantly became like a favorite this year, and it's going to be a tough one to compete with. All right, so the next one is Keep for the Memories. And I have to give this for the Natasha Denona Gold palette. I now own lots of Natasha Denona palettes, but this was my very, very first Natasha palette. I was so excited to be able to have a Natasha palette. So I bought this in 2020. So I had first started really like diving in and getting into makeup, I want to say in like 2016, 2017. No, it was 2017. Is when I started really getting into makeup. I've always been super into makeup, but I mean, wanting to like really expand my collection, I think was around 2017. And at that point, I was really only buying drugstore makeup. Well, then I had switch some jobs, and then I was buying things from like ColourPop, Ulta, not really Sephora, right? And then 2020 hit, COVID hit. I was still definitely having to work a lot. I was working in healthcare at the time, and I was just putting in like so many hours. And so, I had gotten a really large paycheck, and I was like, I really want to be able to buy something special. And so, since both me and my husband worked essential jobs, and we were working a lot of hours because we were essential at the time, we, definitely were making some good money at that time. And so I went out and I purchased the Natasha. Well, I did not purchase it. I had mentioned I would really love a Natasha Denona palette, and I had mentioned the gold palette, and my husband actually went and purchased this for me around my birthday. So definitely it's memories because my husband bought this for me, which I am surprised he would spend $129 on a palette without like, shitting bricks, but he didn't. So, the memories that my husband bought this for me, and I always felt like if I could own a Pat McGrath palette or a Natasha Denona palette, like I would be the happiest person in the world, because everybody raves about them. That's like higher up on YouTube, like, oh, they're the best. I quickly learned that like I do like Natasha Denona. I do like her formula, but I love indie brands a little bit more. But it's just like really, really good memories. The next is like the most underrated. Okay, I literally just discovered this. Like they just launched this. Nobody has talked about this. This honestly should have been eyeshadow palette tag 2 indie edition, because almost everything is an indie brand in this tag. But anyways, it's the Fall Magic by Alien Cosmetics. It is beautiful. This color story is everything. The shimmers, there's duochromes in here. There's some beautiful shimmers. There's some beautiful mattes. I mean, it is so beautiful, and literally I don't hear hardly anybody talking about this. Like, guys, you are sleeping on this. It is so, look at that. Like, look how beautiful that is, how pigmented it is. The color story is beautiful. That is a fantastic fall palette. They released it a little bit after fall, but like, I will wear this year round. Like this does not hurt my feelings. I will use this year round. Easily. Beautiful. Such a stunning palette. I seriously have not heard one single person talk about this. Guys, it is so good. Alien Cosmetics is really good, but this is like top tier palette for me from Alien Cosmetics, and more people need to talk about this. Next is something that is not a fave, but you won't get rid of. This is definitely not a fave. I actually hate this, and I put it into products that I hate, but I still refuse to get rid of it. But and there's two of them because they go together. It's the Makeup Revolution Nightmare Before Christmas palettes. I hate the quality of these. Like, the quality is awful. It literally, when they made these, looked like they just like threw up a bunch of colors. Like they spun the color wheel and just threw up a whole bunch of colors. That's literally what it looks like happened. The like opening, like there's like, I don't know, it doesn't open super well. It's super sticky. I however, keep these because I love the Nightmare Before Christmas. Like head over heels in love. Like that's the whole reason why I even purchased this, because I don't really purchase a lot from Makeup Revolution because I think they suck. Sorry, but also not sorry. I just don't think their quality is that great, and I mean this proved that they aren't that great. But I love the Nightmare Before Christmas. I own like clothing. I own the movies. I have these palettes. I have the ColourPop collection that came out with these. I have, oh gosh, what else do I have? Tumblers. I have like 4 or 5 tumblers now of like the Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah. I have like Nightmare Before Christmas jewelry. Like it's insane. I love the Nightmare Before Christmas. So although I hate these, I think the quality is crap, I will not get rid of these. All right, so next is my favorite collab. This one, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really watch the person that they collabed with, but this palette is everything. That is the Blvd X Shroud. It's freaking Bats palette. First of all, the font, the artwork is just incredible, okay? And then it's got a very nice large size mirror, but this color story is everything. I love it. I love the grunginess of it. I love that it's really like a grungy green and periwinkle purple kind of a palette. Seriously, like this shade right here called Handbook. Sam. Apparition. Zero. I mean, these are so freaking beautiful. And like the thing is like it's so pigmented. They are so buttery blendable. Like there is nothing about this palette that I hate. I absolutely love this palette. I continue to wear this palette when I can, especially when it comes to like the Halloween time. Love this so much. It's such a good palette. I know they keep restocking this, so this keeps becoming available. If you have not checked this out yet, just go check it out. You will not be disappointed. Shroud's formula is incredible, and I think Blvd killed it with like coming up with the packaging and the color story and just like everything else. So good. The next 3 that I'm going to talk about are literally all from the same brand. Yikes. So this was your 2021 favorite, and I honestly have to give this to Vintage Rose. I love this. This is the first time I discovered in 2021. I don't know if it came out before then or not, but I discovered this in 2021 and it is beautiful. I have created so many looks. Again, I'm just gonna go get right on back to like Give Me Glow. Their formula is incredible. You get some like really nice large pan sizes, especially for the price. You get a mirror. The packaging is beautiful. The pigmentation is there. They work well together. I like how you can add dimension to each look. There's depth, the shimmers. There's like some nice deep shimmers. There's some light shimmers. You've got like a green in there. I love just like all the things that you can do with this palette. You can make something really nice, light and airy. You can make something really deep and smoky. You can just do so many different things. I love this palette. It is so good. I'm so glad that I discovered this in 2021. So the next is I didn't expect to love palette. This one I definitely am shocked at how much I love this palette. It is going to be the Give Me Glow Grunge palette. Now, they have since discontinued this, but let me just like open it up. It's a very, very deep, dark grunge type of palette. It's definitely very, very deep. So my thing is like, why I didn't really expect to love this is because of all the other palettes. The other palettes are like more colorful or more light and bright. Well, this is, as it says, grunge. And my eyes are hooded. My eyes are, you know, tiny. They're not huge. I don't have a lot of like real estate in my eyes. So I was so nervous that like using this palette, I was going to experience, you know, making my eyes look very, very, very tiny. It wasn't going to look good. I wasn't going to be able to create looks that looked good on my eyes for my eye shape, eye color, everything like that. I was wrong. Okay, I'm just gonna say it now. I was wrong. I will just say that I was wrong. This palette, it does not matter what shades I use. It does not matter what look I come up with. I am getting complimented on it, and it turns out so good every time, and it makes my eyes look beautiful, nice and smoky, depth. I mean, I get compliments from people every time that I wear this palette. Every time I use it, no matter what color combination I'm using, I'm getting complimented on it. And so this one I thought was for sure going to be my least favorite Give Me Glow palette, and it's honestly in my top 3 Give Me Glow palettes now, and I'm just like, wow, I really wasn't expecting that. And truthfully, I still am like, really? Like, I'm still like, wow, really? Okay, so the next is a palette that sparks joy. I again just got this at the end of last year, but I love this palette. I love it. This is the Give Me Glow Bad Witch Club palette. First of all, the artwork is beautiful. Like, artwork of itself, 10 out of 10, absolutely beautiful. It makes me so happy whenever I just see the packaging. But then this color story, oh my gosh, it is so colorful, but like grunge, where I feel like the Give Me Glow grunge palette was definitely more of like blacks and like deep purples, deep browns. This is like those like grungy purples, grungy pinks, grungy greens. I love this. This is, I look at this and I am so happy to use this. I have created some amazing looks with this palette. I have done so on camera. Again, like, it's so much fun to be able to use because you can do so many different things with this. You can do like a rainbow grunge look. You could do just using this row, or just using this row, or this row, or, you know, mixing and matching, or columns, or whatever it is. Like, you can do so much, and I just love everything about this. I love like the shade names, like Why the Resting Witch Face, or Let's Hex Our Exes, Relax, It's Only Magic. And again, like the amount of like thought that was put into this palette, it's so good. And every time I see this, I am so excited to use that. Next up is, what is your newest palette? For this one, I have 4 because they both came from the same company that I ordered, and they both all came yesterday. So those are these new like Viseart, like the tiny petites. So we have the Petite Matte Neutral. So just like a little teeny tiny, very neutral, basic neutrals. Then we have the Petite Matte Warm. So the last one was more neutral. This is definitely more warm toned. Then the next one is like the cool tone mattes. There were more. I think there were like 4 other ones. I did buy the Petite Mattes, like the dark. I think this one's gonna be my favorite, but you never know. So in order to qualify for this giveaway, you will need to like and subscribe and comment on every single person's video. That's right, every single person that was on that playlist that is going to be linked down below. You need to make sure that you have liked, subscribed, and commented on everybody's post, including this one. Just let me know where you are from. If you win, I will do like a video where I just like pull the winner. If you are the winner, then, you know, go ahead and reach out to me. I will have my Instagram linked down below. So definitely, you know, go follow me on Instagram. So that way I can, you know, reach you guys faster. I do know that YouTube, if you put your Instagram, like you put Instagram and then your name or like email or whatever, YouTube tends to remove that. So if you can like figure out a way to put your Instagram on there, or, you know, without YouTube deleting it, great. I have not figured out that yet, but that is what you guys need to do to subscribe. So let's go on into the very last question of the palette tag. What palette did you first use in 2022? And again, this one has two because it's from the same collection and they were the first ones that I used. Those are the Glamlight Icy. I had just gotten this collection. I tried it out on camera. You have the blue raspberry palette, and then we have the cherry palette. So I did a video and I did like red on one side, blue on the other. So I used them both at the exact same time. So these were definitely going to be the two palettes that I first used in 2022. Alright, so that is it for the palette tag. That was super fun. What are some of your answers to your guys' questions? I definitely want to know, like, what is your all-time favorite palette? Is it like an indie? Is it high-end? Is it a drugstore palette? I definitely want to hear what everybody's all-time favorite is. Like, what continues to be a tried and true for you guys? Definitely want to know all of that. But also let me know how you would answer some of the other questions as well. If this is your first time here, hi, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out. I will be pulling the winner in a week. We will all be pulling the winners within a week, and then we will ship them out. So definitely stay tuned for that, but make sure you are subscribed to everyone. You have liked everyone's video and you have commented on everyone's videos. I hope that you guys all enjoyed this, and if you did, then definitely give this video a thumbs up, even if you are not entering the giveaway, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.